What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck video for you guys today, and today we are going to check out Shadow of War: Middle-earth. Now, it did pretty good on the last game, but this game's a little newer, so I don't know if it's going to be able to do high settings like it could on the last game, but we'll have to wait and see. I can always hope, but we'll just start off on Ultra. We know it's probably not going to work if the last game didn't work, but we'll start there like we usually do, and we'll just work our way down to the lowest settings, and then I'll do my settings and get a little camera gameplay at the end. So let's not waste any more time and get this thing hooked up to the capture computer.
Well, now, having a look at these settings here real quick. Gonna run at native resolution and all that stuff with no VSync or dynamic resolution or anything, or max FPS. It does say we're not gonna be able to play these settings though, but we're gonna try Ultra. As you can see, the video memory is off the charts. We don't have enough, which probably means it's going to stutter and crash or do something bad, but we'll try it anyway. I like to at least try. And if it doesn't work, then we'll drop it down until it's playable, and at the end we'll get my settings in, which we'll have to wait and see what we get. Well, here we go with Ultra and 31, not bad. Oh, okay, no, now that's more of what I was expecting. Well, actually worse than I was expecting. Holy crap. We are getting an FPS every once in a while. Hell yeah, 1 FPS. Hell yeah, this is the most playable game ever.
Wasting our time down here.
Well, anyway, as you can see, Ultra did in fact not work out very well, but if you're using 2 gigs more VRAM than you're able to use, this is what will happen generally. So let's go ahead and tone these down a little. Well, there we go. We're on very high now, and wow, that video memory dropped dramatically just by going 1 preset down. Pretty intense. They must have turned on those 2 things, I bet you. But anyway, let's go see how very high fares now. Okay, let's try very high settings now at the same spot, jumping down. We dropped a little under 30 there for like a split second, down to like 28, 29.
His mind is weak.
But seems like so far it looks like it could be a 30 FPS experience at this setting, if people don't mind that. Alright, well, we'll mark that as our target, I guess. And now you, sir, are not needed.
The captain leading the search is in the lower city.
Then he will go no further.
No, he shan't. Alright, let's sneaky sneak and try to attack some more peeps. Yeah, we're still dropping a little under 30, down like 28, 29 every once in a while, so maybe not a flawlessly 30 FPS experience, but I know a lot of people, as long as it stays around 30, they're completely happy, completely playable. They don't care. Not everybody's an FPS snob like me, and that's okay. So I'm glad I do these videos so everybody can figure out what setting works right for them, or they can just use my settings and just be like, bam, there we go, done. Or hell, you can even take my settings and add on top of it. Be like, oh man, I feel like he could have gotten a couple more settings up higher out of this, and then fiddle with them to your content. Just use my settings as a baseline, you know, who knows? All I know is I have a lot of fun making these, so I'm gonna keep making them until it's not fun anymore. Which I don't see that happening anytime. I wouldn't have wasted a bunch of money on all this equipment. And plus, I'd feel bad about my mom giving me that birthday and Christmas present of that badass camera if I just ended up being like, all right, nope, I'm bored. Now, I am going to make a car channel eventually, too, once I get my Tesla Plaid, but that's still off a little bit, probably a month or 2 away. Now, for high graphics settings. So again, we'll just look through all these real fast here, and then we'll jump down off that cliff and do the same thing all over again. Hey, and look at that, already at the bottom, so now let's go and see how high handles things. So now, here we go with high graphics settings. And this seems to be almost a 40 FPS experience, but we're still dropping down to like 35, 36, so not quite. Not quite. But this would probably be a great 30 FPS experience. Let's see if it ever drops under 30 anymore.
Who leads the search for the Palantir?
It's this guy. I choose you. Yeah, don't lose your head over it.
The captain leading the search is in the lower city.
Then he will go no further.
Alright, now back to sneaky sneak. Wow, we're almost hitting 60 here and there, too. Very random, depending on where you are, I guess. So it seems like this is a pretty CPU intensive game. We're up at like 57% CPU usage here and there. But sometimes you will run into those when you're using the Steam Deck at 720p. I've heard a lot of people say, no, there's no way it could ever do that. And it's like, well, I don't know about that. It is a Zen 2 CPU, and it's low power at that. And 720p makes the load on your CPU a lot higher because it's such low resolution, so your CPU has to do a lot of the work. A lot more work than it would if we could run this at, say, 1440p, if it had the power to do that. Let's bring this guy over here. Maybe we can stab him in the neck. Come over here, you dumb orc. Yep, that's right, right here. See, look, I'm here. Oh, too bad. Stabby stab. And then we'll just go over here before somebody sees me. And you know what? I think it's time to move on too. And now we're dropping it down to medium graphics quality, and wow, our video memory dropped even more. Now we're under 2 gigs of VRAM. And our system memory is at 4.7. I kind of like when things actually show you this kind of stuff, you know? It's pretty cool. Anyway, though, we've reached the bottom, so let's get into the game without wasting any more time, shall we? And here we go with
We must find a worm.
medium.
Talk.
The medium seems to be doing pretty good, though it doesn't really look that great anymore, but hey,
What are we even waiting
it's not like this thing's the most powerful thing in the world, so we're probably going to have to, from what I'm seeing right now, we're probably going to have to make this a 40 FPS experience. I think I can fuck with some stuff. I had to beat him up a little bit this time.
Who leads the search for the Palantir? The captain leading the search is in the lower city.
Then he will go no further.
No further, no.
Take the lower city in your...
Haha. Oh, that's the last piss he'll ever take.
They really put up a fight in the middle city. Doesn't matter. The final assault hits them, they'll fall, like all men. What was that noise?
It's a good question. What was that noise? Why don't you come over here and investigate? Time to die. Oh, you want some too? All right, cool. You can come over here as well.
Look, there's been a murder. I'll find something soon.
Double murder. Moving on to low now, and I'm almost positive there's a very low too after this to go through, but let's go through this first. This will probably be a great, like, 60 FPS plus mode, I bet, but it's not going to look very good, so I'm probably going to deal with this being a 40 FPS game. Well, here we go with low. And let's see if we stay over 60 the whole time. It's looking like we're going to. Well, almost 59, but that's fine with me. I could deal with that.
Who leads the search for the Palantir?
Yep, and going into there real quick, it definitely went down to 54, so can't quite call it a 60 FPS constant experience, but for the most part, it seems like it's gonna be. But it might have its dip here and there, as games tend to do on this kind of system. Alright, now we'll just run over here too. Alright, now let's go over here and kill this guy too. Huh.
Did you hear that?
Oh no, did you? Oh wow, killed him in like one hit. Alright.
This thing is, I'm eating it. Ranger! I'll kill you!
No, you won't. See, it seems like you got killed, not me. Anyway, though, why don't we tone the settings down one last time? Now we're going to do the lowest graphics settings, and then after this, we'll try out my settings. Alright, let's go get into the game, shall we? Well now, here is very low settings, so again, let's just run around.
Make him talk. Plant here. What do I know about that?
And it still dropped down to 62 or whatnot, so it's still probably not able to always do 60 FPS, even on very low, I'm willing to bet. It dropped down to only 65 that time, so maybe it can, who knows? I just don't want to claim that, because it's not like I'm going to go through the entirety of the game, so there could be way harder spots to run than this, where these still can't hit 60 all the time, so I don't think I'm going to even go with 60 in this game, because I want the game to look a little better than this. This does not look the greatest to me. I know some people don't care about that, but I kind of like mine to look good and have okay FPS too. And on Steam Deck, I don't really usually mind dropping it down to 40 FPS. I think the controller makes it not as obvious that I'm getting such low FPS. Because I can't deal with 30 and 40 on a keyboard and mouse. It just doesn't work. I get irritated at how slow it is. Over here.
I was made to be a war chief and have 50 orcs at my command. No, 40 orcs.
Wow. That was pretty awesome. I'd have 50 orcs under my command. Wait. No. 40. It's like, okay there. Obviously that proves you guys aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, are you? Yeah, come on over here. What happened here? Your buddy's all dead. What the fuck? Why does everybody keep getting stabbed in the head? Alright, and that takes care of that, and now we can move on to my settings. Now let's try my settings out. So we're going to go with like high lighting quality, high mesh quality, no motion blur, some TAA anti-aliasing, medium shadow quality, high texture filtering, high texture quality, and medium ambient occlusion and vegetation range. And we'll leave on tessellation and turn off the depth of field. And we'll also leave these other two guys off because I'm pretty sure that's what fucked us over super hard in the beginning. Well, now here's my settings. Now, normally what I would do for my settings when I want to get 40 FPS, I'd turn the 40 FPS cap on, but I can't do that while I do screen recording. I could do 30, but I don't want to quite go that low. When I have it hooked up to the capture computer, I can only do 30 FPS, 60 FPS, or 120 FPS, or leave it completely unrestricted. So after I switch to camera recording, I'll remember to, well, hopefully remember to turn on the 40 FPS mode. Because I'm willing to bet it'll stay at 40 basically the entire time, and like never drop, and then that'll be super smooth.
He will go no further.
Well, something died there.
Doesn't matter. When the final assault hits them, they'll fall, like all men.
Oh, looks like you fell too. Enjoy the grass nap.
What do I know about seeing stars?
Hell, at times my settings can almost hit 60, but not all the time. Oh, wow.
Alright guys, let's get a little camera gameplay now. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. Now what I wanted to do here was not 30. I wanted to try 40 FPS mode for this. There we go. Kept doing the wrong thing there. Here we go. I figured if I limited it to 40, it'd be very fucking smooth. So let's test that out. Get over here.
Leads the search for the Palantir.
Yep, we've already seen that a million times, and now your head can go bye-bye. It is not necessary anymore.
The search is in the lower city.
Then he will go no further.
Why don't you come over here? Trust me, it'll be fun. You'll enjoy it. See, wasn't that fun?
We've got a killer lurking around. There will be blood for this.
You're very right.
There he is. Who did this? This is a waste of time.
Well, hell yeah. Fucking these guys up. Nope, looks like there's still one over here to kill.
We fight for Sauron and spread his dominion. Search better not make me late for dinner. Someone's killed him.
Yes. Alright, well I guess let's start running over here then.
Now we're stuck back in the rear instead of where the fight is. Everybody laughed. It was worth it to humiliate that glob. Not. It's the Grey Walker. I thought he was dead. He is. Italian bow.
Alright. Alright.
It doesn't look good for the Gondorians. We have to help.
The Palantir is a powerful artifact. If we were to possess it,
We could turn the tide.
There we go. Well, alright, let's go back in here.
We need to target their captains.
Cool. Alright, though. I think that's plenty of gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up now, shall we? Well, alright, guys. That is a wrap for Middle-earth Shadow of War. And this one was a little harder to run, so we weren't able to run it on high like I was suspecting. But with my custom settings in 40 FPS, I think it was very smooth, at least right at the beginning of the game where we started, but I think it would probably stay pretty much above 40 the whole time. There might be once or twice where it might stutter here and there, but from what I saw, it was butter smooth. Well, as butter smooth as 40 FPS can be, anyway. A lot better than bouncing all over the place, in my opinion anyway. And you save a little teeny tiny bit of battery life by doing that. So long as your GPU isn't still running at 100%. It was still in the 80s to 90s, so it's not like we're saving much. But still, very playable experience. So, for anybody who wanted to play this game, well, either one of those games on the Steam Deck, you absolutely can. They both run pretty damn well. But anyway, though, that's all I got for this particular video. And it seems like the Steam Deck's about out of batteries, so it needs to be charged before I make any more videos today. But that might be enough for today. I might just edit those right now and then enjoy the rest of the day. It's like a 50-degree day. I might try to drive my Fiera around, but that might end up with me getting stranded. Hopefully not. We'll see. Anyway, though, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.